Hey everybody, this is Fighter Cows, leader of the Geek Fighters, here with 16-bit Jeff.
What's up?
And the guy you see on screen, Double RPG.
Yo! Back
And
to JRPG goodness, but continue.
And our intern Metal, who what do we expect from you?
We expect the X Factor.
Oh.
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 Oh,
what about WCW references?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Bow, 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 bow.
And this is why you're an intern.
Exactly. I'm a member of the Silver and Black, so yeah.
So
Metal, you disappoint me, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Where the heck did we leave off?
We saw Millennia come back through Eleanor, whatever her name is. Basically, Little Mermaid back as the succubus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're having to have to go back inside the mine from the village that we were originally in. Okay, now... Okay, so we have... Yeah, as I said, we have to go back through the mine.
Yep.
Back to the old salt mine.
Yep.
Literally.
Remember that Gundam episode where they fought over salt?
Yes.
Because, hey, we're running dangerously low on salt, man.
Yeah. Salt matters.
Does.
I mean, just ask the Koreans. Minerals matter.
It took me a second. Jeff. I forgot. And I was the one who gave you that joke.
Please someone clip that. Please someone clip that. You know, I'm actually going to clip that. Give me a second.
I'm like...
Oh. Oh!
And I was the one who told you that joke first. The funny thing.
Oh.
And by the way, did we ever mention how great this game looks?
Yes.
It does look very
It
nice.
actually still looks good.
That it does.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, it isn't just the graphics. I mean, it isn't just like polygon count. It's the art style, the art direction of the game
Oh, yeah.
that helps.
Okay, I clipped it. I think you guys are going to like the title I chose.
Okay, the weird thing is I'm playing this on my HD TV, and you know that my HD TV is an Ultra HD TV, right?
Oh, it is? It's 4K?
Yeah, it's 4K. But the thing is that when I have it in 720p, the fluidity of the motion of the picture looks like you're looking at a thing that's in 30 frames per second going at 60 frames, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that only happens when it's in 720p, but if you have it in 1080p, it just sticks to 30 all the way.
Huh.
I think it has to do with downsampling.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right.
Like,
What'd you say?
it's such a... Like, 720p, 4K, that's like double the...
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
So it actually looks better.
Does it look decent out?
StarCraft reference? Oh, yeah, it was. I was one, and like I said, I was the one who told you that.
Yeah, you were.
On.
I'm over here like, what are you talking about?
He would make Sarah Kerrigan and the Zerg very proud.
Yeah. See, you got a cop. Good job. But then again, that was after we explained it, so 50-50.
So, how's everybody's week been this week, aside from the crap show that is Blizzard, with their opening ceremony to BlizzCon?
Good.
Good.
Actually, been pretty dang good. I'm over my sickness, and you know what? Feels good.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm actually over my sickness too, so I'm all happy.
It's funny we're talking about sicknesses as of late because I think I finally got over mine today because before we went live, 2 hours ago, I finally got something that would work for my allergies, Flonase, and that's been actually working really well. So, as you can tell by my the quality of my voice today, so yeah.
So you took the Jerry approach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone doesn't know in the audience, like, when my allergies kick in around the fall/spring season,
wait a minute.
Oh boy, does it kick in.
Did none of us...
Did none of us what?
None of us... Let me double check before I say anything, that's why. Hold on. Okay, we did, okay.
What?
Discord was taken care of. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, what'd you find wasn't taken care of, dude?
So I didn't think it was done, that's all.
No. Which one? I'm just asking.
Our Discord.
Oh yeah, I took it. I thought you heard me said I took care of Discord as well too, dude.
Yeah, I saw it now.
Okay.
And for this week too, probably the big release this past week, gaming wise, was Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah, on all days, Halloween itself.
Yeah, and I picked it up.
How is it? Is it an improvement to 2?
I would say so. Controls wise, it's like you're actually playing the original again.
Oh, that's good. So it went more in line with the original. That's good to hear.
Well, control wise, yes, and and I really do like the new stuff that they added in gameplay wise, like the Gooigi, where you have pretty much a slime clone of Luigi, as well as like you actually have a plunger that you can actually shoot at things to act as like a pulley, like an extra pulley, essentially.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed with too.
What?
I hope when they do Luigi's Mansion 4, I hope it's not the crew getting kidnapped again.
Yeah, because I would like to see.
I actually hope it's Princess Daisy, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, when's the last time that Daisy ever got to be like in a Luigi game? Never.
No.
And besides, isn't Daisy supposed to be Luigi's love interest? And don't they have feelings for each other too?
Kyle, let's not forget.
I think that's
Like
more
Blizzard,
of a
like Blizzard and Rooster Teeth before them, Nintendo has come down the caves of the supposedness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to forget about that too.
Mm-hmm.
That they do.
Because let's not forget the ending of Odyssey. I don't need no man. Which makes me realize, well, no, I'm not the biggest fan of that game. Gameplay, I'm talking about story-wise, not gameplay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I will say that I really do enjoy the Luigi's Mansion 3 a lot more than I did 2. Because it feels like that the overall experience is like just still goes on, and you're not having to go in between missions and whatnot. It's like it's one everlasting time, if you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, Kyle, just out of curiosity, since I do have a game scheduled to do for you guys on this channel,
Uh-huh.
I'm not asking for a determined time frame, but just as TDA, because I imagine we're still in the beginning of Grandia 2, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long do you think this is, like, from your estimate, how long do you think we are going to be doing this till?
I would say hopefully around probably the until the beginning of January, if I had to estimate.
So we won't be done until December, basically?
Until
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
It depends on how, like...
That's what I'm asking. You know,
I mean, if we need to take a hiatus from Grandia 2, we can.
That's
we can go immediately.
Yeah,
we can immediately go into Yakuza 0.
Having games planned other than Grandia 2 doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily have to stick to a JRPG 100% of the time. I mean, if we need to take a break, we can.
Yeah, okay.
If we had a consistent schedule beyond Saturdays, we could do Yakuza on a weekday and Grandia on a weekend.
See, now you understand why I was asking, Jerry. Thank you.
That's but that's all, you know. The fact that, you know, like I need a job and jobs and, you know, they don't let you work on weekdays.
Well, luckily you had me because I have no job.
Unless we do Friday nights. But then Double R doesn't... Oh, no, but you'd be streaming Yakuza.
You know, actually that will work because you know why?
Yeah?
That other game I'm planning to do for you guys that's coming out soon. You know which game I'm talking about. It's a certain big game that's coming out 2 weeks from now. Because remember we were talking about doing previews?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the game came out already.
No, it's coming out in 2 weeks. I can do the preview around launch week for you guys that Friday on TGF and restart on my stream on the following Wednesday and Thursdays respectively.
Okay.
That could work. That works.
Friday nights, because I know Double R you have to work.
Mm-hmm.
Saturdays, yes.
Oh.
But I don't work during the evenings, no.
Because it'd just be... Well, you have to work Saturday morning, right? So you have to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
still,
for the time being, anyway, until I can get a perfect point to where I could actually, where I don't have to work on weekends anymore.
But still, it can work because I can do that stream over on my Mixer channel as well as the full stream there too, and you and Metal can still join me if you guys are available to. You know what I mean? Just still be technical, still be a normal stream.
If you get done with Yakuza 0, then we need to play Judgment.
I need to.
Too bad I don't have a PS4 at the moment, but you do, right, Kyle? And you have the game itself.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do it.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling it will be quite some time until it comes to PC.
Sometime.
If ever. Because I can say Sega's been doing a better job for PC support, but they're still not fully there yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel no, I got you. That means I'm like, huh?
Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the
doing?
Hey,
LPH.
LPH.
Yo, welcome.
Oh, and I want to specifically apologize for yesterday's stream. It went well. Thank you for everyone who joined myself and the others for the BlizzCon live riff. Apologize on my end is because Mixer effed up to the point that I didn't know manually by default it has the option to save streams.
Yeah.
So sadly that wasn't saved, but streams going forward like our Parsifal Video Game Awards later this December, that will be able to be saved and be archived on our YouTube channel. Yeah, it was actually a good one.
It was pretty good.
Not for Blizzard, for us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for us.
Because we laughed and laughed and laughed.
Yep, well, we found a young meatloaf on stage by the name of Brack, who's a brat.
Yeah.
LPH said, too bad I missed that. Oh, yeah, well.
Hey, it's cool, man.
I miss Michael Morheim even more.
I miss television, Coca-Cola, Dick Clark.
Yep, so you know how I feel.
Television, Coca-Cola, Dick Clark.
There's something I need to bring up too, because how they announced after the fact of the initial trailer for Diablo 4, they said later that they don't even know when it's coming out, that it's not even Blizzard soon for them. The fact that they said the same thing too after the announcement of Overwatch 2, here's my thing. Because it really needs to be said, is both Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 cross-gen titles, or are they really next-gen titles?
They gotta be next-gen if they're still...
Yeah, they've gotta be next-gen.
Because here's the thing, if they're next-gen titles, then why does it say on the info chart that Overwatch 2 is being released for PS4, Xbox, and Switch?
You know what I feel like?
They're pro variants? Well, specifically Switch, I'm saying.
I feel like that's placeholder.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, placeholders for the time being.
Yeah,
I'm still arguing.
I'm not sure,
I'm still arguing that, Switch, especially with how powerful, like, here's the thing. Blizzard games aren't that powerful, but they are powerful compared to most of the Nintendo hardware that's been coming out these last couple of years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, I'm really surprised that it's I'm really even surprised that it's coming out to Switch.
I know, after what happened with Overwatch 2, funny enough.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, if it's really coming out for the Switch...
Then there's got to be a Pro variant next year.
There needs to be.
Yeah,
next year. I don't care with Nintendo saying we don't want to create. They need to be at next year's E3.
Are you fighting like a literal... Well, you just killed him.
It looked like Minotaur's throwing a Koopa shell at me.
I was about to say, that does look like a Koopa shell.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Wonder if... Well, that was a nice dunk against Nintendo back in the day.
Sega
yeah, because of the Nintendo and Sega wars.
Sega does what Nintendo.
Nintendo, yeah.
And of course, Sega!
I mean, I know it's grammatically stupid. Yep. Sega! I mean, I know it's grammatically stupid, but still, it worked. And it's not wrong.
It's just that.
Yeah,
man,
but too bad that Nintendo and Sega war became irrelevant at that point when PlayStation entered the scene.
Yeah, exactly. Where was I? Oh, PlayStation? No, about Sega. Oh, Sega, Sony. Sega, Nintendo. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Sega, graphics-wise, the Genesis came out probably a little too early.
Yeah, it did.
Because remember, a lot of the games they were not similar. A lot of Sega games just didn't look as good, and unless it was made by actual Sega musicians, or didn't sound as good.
Yep.
Because I don't know why a lot of Western developers didn't make the Sega Yamaha synthesizer FM chip.
Mm.
Yeah,
why
because
Western developers made it sound like crap, whereas guys like Yuzo Koshiro made that thing sing.
Well, because I would imagine that the Japanese developers had more experience with it than the Americans. Because here's the thing, I've always realized it was the American developers, because the two that really shined with that, that chip were the Japanese and European developers.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, even even though my favorite 16-bit soundtrack ever is Streets of Rage, I have to admit the Nintendo sound chip blew that thing away, like by a large amount. Like it almost sounded CD quality sometimes.
Yeah, but the only
Castlevania soundtrack on that thing.
Oh yeah, that for Super Castlevania 4, that is definitely like CD quality music.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess we can all agree that the only worthwhile composer for, like, when it came to music on the 16-bit platforms, especially the Super Nintendo, that was an American, was Tim Follin, of all people. He did the music for Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, him, yeah.
That was some pretty good music.
That was.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Sega. But yeah. Like, because I remember listening to, like, games that were made by Americans, and, like, the Genesis, if it was multi-platform, the Genesis version just sounded like a dying electric shaver, you know?
Yeah, it's just, I didn't really like that.
Because, I don't know, something about Genesis music just has its own unique, I guess twang's probably the wrong
twang.
Exactly.
Twangs, yeah. Yeah, it just
has its own unique feel, that synth.
Yeah, it's just more dirgy guitars instead of just, like, all-around music.
There was one Sega, even though it is kind of Sega developed, there was one American game that I can recall that had phenomenal music. Actually, two. Vector Man.
Yeah.
Vector Man's music. Oh god, that was some good stuff.
And one of my personal favorite Sega Genesis games still to this day. And goddamn it, and I still want a freaking remake of that game, Comic Zone. And
guess what?
What?
Like you said, they're still American. They're still Sega. But yeah, those were two American games that actually did sound good.
Yeah.
What sucked is that they were the exceptions instead of the rule.
Yeah.
Although
it should have been the opposite. It should have been the rule. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they were made by Sega's. What do they call it?
U.S. branch, basically. Yeah, they're U.S.
Yeah,
branch.
they're like official like U.S. in-house
Comic
they
Zone
made
had
some
good
good
sound
stuff.
design all
Oh,
around.
what was the other one?
Remember when you start the
I think-
game?
yeah.
There
Which
was
is
one.
crazy because
I
those were
like
the same
two.
guys that developed Sonic 2. You know, the best game in the series till this day.
Oh yeah, I remember the whole thing is they did Sonic 2, whereas Sonic Team did Sonic CD.
Mm-hmm.
But they both wound up being pretty good.
Yeah.
So, but still. Yeah.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like CD, but for me, like, CD's like too weird for me, even for a Sonic game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Metal?
I think the other game I was trying to think about that the Sega Technical Institute did that I liked was the Ooze.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Speaking of like just good, like because Super Nintendo has some really good. Because there's a game. Remember Knights of the Round?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I have that.
Nice.
I'm probably gonna catch some heat, but I don't care.
Okay.
Super Nintendo version of that soundtrack sounds better than the arcade version.
Oh yes.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could definitely. And the Super Nintendo definitely was ahead of its time for a lot of things too.
But yeah, like, and I'm trying to think of like Sega Genesis, because like Super Nintendo soundtrack was so good, and Final Fantasy games also were like Castlevania, where it sounded like CD.
Mm-hmm. And even
Final Fantasy VI comes to mind.
Even the games that Rare made, they had really good music to them.
Mario RPG as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Sega games, Streets of Rage, Phantasy Star series sounded good.
Mm.
Thunder Force, is that what it was called? That was dope.
Yeah, Thunder Force
Oh
was good.
god, yeah, it was.
I know that the Super Nintendo version of the arcade shoot 'em up Raiden called Raiden Trad had a great soundtrack when it converted to the SNES.
Raiden's legendary.
Oh, yeah.
Raiden's up there for me. Like people sleep on it, even me, even though I love it so much. There's nothing more iconic to me than like Raiden's first level theme, Gallantry.
Mm-hmm.
See, Double R gets it.
Yes.
Man, I don't see many people talk about. Man, you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Now you have to be my brother, I guess.
Oh god.
Because few people talk
Because
about
now
Raiden.
you are my brother.
Did we just become brothers?
Yeah, we became sworn brothers. You Darunia, I'm Link.
It's okay, Jeff. You're still older brother.
So
Oh yeah, your older brother.
You're still Daga, as Chinese would say. But no, I love that Gallantry, man. Oh, and also for Sega Genesis, what sounded good was obviously same composer, Shinobi.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Shinobi 3 and Revenge of Shinobi.
Mm-hmm.
Chinatown and all that.
Oh yeah.
Holy hell! Just a regular hand grenade. Remember the holy hand grenade?
Yes.
Yep.
Antioch? Yes, I do.
They had to get rid of that killer rabbit with it.
Yeah.
I always
You
like
gotta
that. I always
kill
like
the
that
rabbit
line that
somehow.
King Arthur says when the killer rabbit kills its first victim. He's like, Jesus Christ!
That rabbit's dynamite.
I warned you, but no, it's just a cute, harmless little bunny.
Yeah, as somebody who owns the entire series on DVD as well as all the movies, yeah, I've seen that movie like God knows how many times.
We are the knights who say me.
Are you suggesting that coconuts migrate?
Double R, this is a question for you. LPH has.
Okay.
Why can't I find Mega Man 0/ZX on the Nintendo eShop?
Really?
It might be one of those things where I guess for some reason it's not because I don't think it's up for pre-order.
I know
on
that
any other online shops.
I know that the physical version is up for pre-order.
Yeah, you can pre-order the physical versions, but if you were to go on to say PSN or Xbox Live, it won't be up yet.
Yeah,
because I think the only one that actually is the Steam page, because I've got that wish listed just to keep track of it. So, but yeah, it's probably just not up for actual pre-order yet. Is probably why.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go the physical route or throughAmazon or GameStop or something.
I'm pretty much going to go through the physical route when it comes out, and it's only for $30 too, so that's not bad.
I'll just pick it up from Steam, but to each his own.
All right, here's where we need to be. I was wondering why I was taking so long to try to figure out where I need to go. Back to this beautiful Garden of Eden once again. Too bad we're not hearing Cam Clark right now.
Yeah.
Or Jodie Benson. Or even Peter Lurie, a.k.a. Vulcan Raven. In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is meant as an animal. It is known as an animal meant to be feared.
Wow, really, Cam?
No, really?
Well, snake is mine now.
Well, Chikajima really shows how much of a very thought-out writer you really are. I mean, that really explains Death Stranding's reviews, huh?
And once I find him, I'll take very extra special care of him. Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
I hate to say this, but is it fair to compare Death Stranding's ratings to that of when The Last Jedi was released in theaters? Being very divisive. Because there are a lot of people who like it, and there are a lot of people that hate the game, you know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of curious and actually wanting to try Death Stranding eventually.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for PC. Because the reason why I'm waiting for PC is because I want to know if it's going to be an EGS exclusive or if it's going to come out to other platform, other launchers on the service. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Okay. There we go. So, now we're in what equates to Final Fantasy XII's setting, especially when we have to go inside that huge thing of Nethicite near the end of the game. Basically, you end up in like a area that's so thick and foggy. Even though you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But hey, that's cool. Not a lot of people do.
Hey guys, remember how we were talking about the whole incident that happened in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
That we found out from Wheels last night? Found something very interesting. Yeah, that whole incident that happened, it almost did become a political thing.
Ouch.
Oh my.
Report from WrestlingNews.co. Crown Prince ordered WWE talent off plane after Vince McMahon cut off Crown Jewel TV feed in Saudi due to money issue.
Wow. Dang. Vince, you're in hot water, man. Very hot water.
Allow me to laugh.
I mean, Vince would invest from his friend Trump. That's a sad thing. It's just how people joke, say, imagine it could be worse. We could have the McMahons as presidents, as president and McMahon president. It's no, it's not really because because here's the thing, it'll be just interchangeable because Trump and McMahon are literally one of the same people.
I was going to say, and I doubt it for another reason because Linda ran for the Senate and she failed both times.
Yeah, miserably, but don't forget, people these days have very short attention spans. I mean,
that is true.
Hey,
that
Wheels.
Is true. But like I was saying, she ran twice and she lost twice. So I'm not too hopeful for a McMahon presidency.
Oh, hey, it's pooping bottles. Why, hello there, Wheels. I know that type of comment from
What's
like a
up,
mile
Wheels?
away. A mile
Yeah.
away. I was gonna catch you guys last night, like around 7:30ish on my end, to see if you guys were still on, but I saw that you got off for the evening.
Yeah, I got up early because my morning started really bad, and that kind of screwed up my day.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I imagine Jerry told you why I got off very early last night, right, Metal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, your cards aren't working. Oh, so I had to walk to the bank early in the morning to get that fixed. That was fun.
I bet.
Oh, an enemy line, okay. There we go. Get some magic on these guys. I haven't even used magic that much for today, so let's change that a little bit. So yeah, the Death Stranding is the big game this month, as well as Shenmue 3 for us retro fans.
Yeah.
But I hope that game does well review-wise,
Oh, yeah.
because I really want Yuzo Koshiro to continue with that series.
Agreed. And then, in fact, I don't know if Jerry told you guys, but I actually watched the Game Informer interview he did with them.
Uh-huh.
And when it came to the question of why it was an exclusive on EGS, the tone he gave the interviewer is just by saying ask the publisher.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell by the look and the tone he was giving that he too was mad that it was an exclusive on EGS.
He's like, hey,
Hello,
Hey, welcome back, Jerry.
Lord Doom said, "Hey guys,
Hey, Lord Doom.
What's up, Lord Doom?
Wheels."
Yeah, that was Wheels.
Yeah, Wheels, he says, oh, hey, it's pooping bottles.
pretty much.
What was I talking about before I left?
About Linda McMahon in the Senate.
Definitely wasn't talking about that. I don't even know when that came up.
Oh, because I brought up the fact, the real reason why the whole Saudi thing happened. Because apparently it almost became an incident, Jerry. You know why? Like I just told these guys a couple of minutes ago, the Crown Prince was the one who ordered WWE talent off the plane, because Vince cut off the Crown Jewel TV feed in Saudi due to a money issue. So he almost made it a national incident.
LPH said I can pre-order on the PS4, not the Nintendo Switch. That's some BS.
Oh, with Mega Man Zero and ZX collection,
That's
yeah.
weird.
What for the digital version, yeah.
That is weird. Nintendo, what the hell? Nintendo, it's not 2014, it's 2019.
Exactly.
Get your priors straight.
Yeah, I mean, you already had the Mega Man Zero collection for the first time ever, but that was on the Nintendo DS. But now the Zero and ZX collection are coming out everywhere, so it's time for you guys to get caught up with everybody else.
You know, Zephyr, I hate to say this too, and it also does affect places like Sony and other Japanese distributors.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because of the really strong conservative, impact that Japan has. That they're so stubborn that they want to stick to traditions.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Kyoto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with their policies and stuff.
Which is where Nintendo is.
Nintendo, as well as some of Square Enix, oddly enough.
Like that's the sad thing. Like
I would probably even say Marvelous Interactive as well. You know why a lot of people haven't even done any like live streams of the Demon X Machina or that of what's that Remedy game that came out recently that you did a live stream of, Jeff? Control. Yeah, you want to know who publishes the game in Japan for Control?
Marvelous, right?
Yeah, Marvelous.
Yeah, because you just brought them up, dude. That's how I know.
Mm-hmm.
No, like, let me guess, they're being like how Sega was a couple years ago, right? That they're being stingy on live streamers?
Darn it,
Yes.
WWE. Yeah, exactly.
That either live stream or like footage of the game, like on YouTube or something like that. I mean, I can understand for like if there was no commentary, but if there is commentary, that should still be considered fair use.
Mm-hmm. It should. Well, technically it is. But at the same time, it's kind of hard for them. Like, I'm not standing up for them because they know they're in the wrong, but at the same time, the legit wording of fair use is so botched it's not even funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sadly.
Because there's no real official wording of what fair use really is. You know what I mean? We know as content creators and streamers what it means, but to the general audience, like it could mean literally anything. You know what I mean?
Right. And some of the footage, like on some things that that they claim copyright on, is just ridiculous.
Oh,
like,
no, I definitely agree on that. Yeah.
No kidding.
Because when I released episode 10 of my Final Fantasy retrospective, like there were certain points that were actually owned by a Japanese Let's Player. And it's like, you cannot even own that. That's Square Enix property.
What?
Well, it's not like one of those things where it's ineligible for everybody to view, but it's one of those things where it's it can still be viewed, but you'll just get ads for.
You know what? That's no. I know what you're talking about. And that's BS on YouTube's part because they should know that that wouldn't that be considered extortion?
I think so.
If it's affecting both YouTubers and one YouTuber is demonstrably using the rules against a platform established to, affect another streamer.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? See, I said this before, I said it again. This is the problem why a majority of your platform is run by bots and not by people.
Yeah, I mean, you already had the Mega Man Zero collection for...
Who's replaying the stream a little bit? Is that Jerry's End?
I think that's...
Or
I
Metals?
think that's Metals.
No, it's not. It's not my end. So.
Oh, okay.
Because
he was flipping something. That's why.
I haven't muted.
It was kind of like me earlier.
Oh, okay. I see.
But like YouTube has the same problem in my eyes with Twitch. Like Twitch is a little bit better, but they still have the same squirrely attitude that YouTube does.
Zero.
Yeah, you said that. I had to clip that.
Okay.
Good job, Jerry.
That's new TGF lore right there. Zero.
So yeah, about the game, we're in Skyrim apparently in a
where's Parthenath when you need him?
So a better version of Square.
Oh, duh.
Let's Fusro do.
Hey Wheels, if you're still in here, fart twice.
Let us know we're alive.
Or you do like we thought yesterday when you're crawling back.
Oh, he typed finally. Bro, me and some randos on GBO2.
Okay.
We're tag teaming the opposite team.
I'll probably jump on GBO2 myself. Here.
Yeah, I'm not finishing the rest of that.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, I'm not finishing the rest of that.
Let's not. I was good. See Jeff, you're not dumb at all. Obviously.
You get it, yeah.
Because part of it is like, do I have to go? No,
because I know better.
Yeah. And then you were like,
this is what happens when you stream for like 6 to 7 years, whether it's solo or for a group. This is why
we work together.
You know, exactly. This is why we're partners. This is why we're business partners, Jared. We know better.
I quoted Olga. Yeah, I know.
We know better.
Oh, wow. So
Well,
Atomos, the gaping maw, just showed up out of nowhere in this game?
Yeah. The world? That's an Olga original. I feel... Why do I feel like I should ask, Olga, was that you? Were you arrested at one point for that?
All the Gundam.
Hey, remember?
Okay, saying yeah, I should.
I was hoping Kyle would go into a voice and I could say that was brilliant. Never do it again.
But you know why you didn't do it, Jerry? He knows now.
I love it. Like I gave him the props first.
He's like, I like it, but don't do it again ever.
Never again.
Yeah. Careful what you wish for, buddy.
Olga came up with that one watching Godzilla. Sure.
Sure, yeah, that line,
I mean,
right?
he may have said it while watching it, but that came from past experience. I'm sure. No.
Now,
See, I know you were going
but,
to that.
if
Lore,
he- but if he's
now our lore is Olga's a creep.
but if he's done that, then he's got to follow up with the Godzilla victory dance from Monster Zero, where he's just jumping up in the air and he kind of like crosses his arms and legs as he's jumping up and down.
Like, he's doing that little
Yeah,
jig,
the infamous Godzilla jig.
Yep.
You mean the infamous Godzilla shuffle?
A happy moment.
The only moment.
Are you telling me Godzilla's actually the refrigerator from Chicago Bears?
Yep. CJ, you got it. Thank you. On one hand, thank you. On the other hand, that really shows how old we are, right?
Exactly.
Man, Millennia's mad. Look at her get all red. Well, you'll see.
See, now she's turning.
Yeah, she's turning Super Saiyajin God.
So they're only in their level 20s and they're already doing crazy attacks like summoning Cheo Gorath or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they're only level. What are they gonna do when we get to Endgame?
Exactly.
Look at this one, Fallen Wings. This is a crazy one too.
Oh yeah, that one of the very few instances where you actually do get to see some anime footage in this game. Actual anime footage and not CGI.
Yeah, I see that.
That's
So I'm now wondering if, like, what's Endgame gonna be if we're doing? Look, if she summoned a black hole, and that's just her mid. That's just her mid game attack.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's she gonna do? Is she gonna go into Granzon territory? Now, if y'all don't know Granzon, Shu Shirakawa and Granzon, look up G. Yeah, I'm gonna type it in the chat.
Oh my God, we got ourselves a whale.
Look up Granzon and look up his attacks.
Mm-hmm.
This dude destroys a galaxy and that's just his normal attack.
I did not know Bismarck from Final Fantasy VI actually showed up. Bismarck the whale.
I didn't know I lived in such a bad town. Oh wait, yes I do.
Granzon. So, how do you guys feel now that we're in the holiday season?
Oh well,
50-50.
I don't know.
Shocked. I'm shocked that's it's already the beginning of November, almost the end of the year in total. Nice because holiday season means with family for me. On the other hand, it's been a really tough year for me and my family overall. It's really, you know what I'm saying, where it's really conflicting. You know what I mean?
Remember that that story from Ron White? I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My brother's a doctor, my sister's an attorney, and I hate Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then Mom goes, "Well, Ron, anything new with your career?" And I go, "Yeah, I got a new bit about sticking my pecker in the toaster." Maybe I should have told my story first.
That sounds about right.
That's Ron White. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like how he wants to make a huge net between the U.S.-Canadian border to keep the flocks of geese out. And I'm pretty sure one of them is named Howard or surname.
I do know what it means. Wheels. Sound out says wooga wooga. He said, "You know what that means." I love how I told Wheels to say that to Sound Out for no reason, and he was like, and he Sound Out was like, he didn't say that, and then all of a sudden I sent a message to him, wooga wooga.
Wooga wooga booga booga.
Oh man, Dragon Ball Legends is a crap banner right now. I'm not even gonna waste my gems.
Aw.
Really?
It's get Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who I already have,
Right.
Uh-huh.
and Kid Buu, who I don't care about.
Yeah.
And I think I already have Kid Buu too, actually. Like, I wanted Super Saiyan Blue Goku with Kaioken, but no. Now I can finally get him, but it's like, we're gonna give you some crappy banner.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to Christmas? I thought you guys did Christmas specials.
Yeah, what
It's
about
November.
Christmas?
It's November. I know people are already hanging stockings up and junk. Because
And mind you, this starts during October, even before Halloween.
Yeah. Some people are even that early with it.
Yeah. Ain't
I'm
that
like, dang, yo.
It's like, we're not
Ain't
even
that a shocker?
celebrating Halloween. We're already in Christmas.
Oh,
Where's Christmas country? What?
Wait a minute now. Y'all skipped some. Y'all skipped some of the math here.
You know what they got their influence from?
They didn't show the work.
They got their influence from the same trees that shoot mass from from Morrowind, right?
Yeah.
I can't believe that's actual freaking lore, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like how I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like you better.
Hey, Jerry, remember what I used to like Morrowind?
Yeah.
And then you direct me as to good reasons why I shouldn't.
Yeah. I was like, look at this guy. Look at the guy who wrote it. Look how we had to develop a whole new mental illness just for him.
Yeah. At least we always have Oblivion, right, Jer?
Yeah.
Let me redact that. We'll always have both Oblivion and Daggerfall. The only 2 games in the series. Nothing else happened.
Yeah,
Just
nothing.
Those 2.
Yeah, nothing else exists.
Oh, just like
those 2.
Oh, just like how I am with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Exactly. Or like that sometimes with Kirby.
After Volume 7, nothing happened.
Yep. Man, Volume 4 was so good with Ruby. Too bad it got canceled.
Oh, you're talking about Ruby.
Yeah, for me, like how is it with you, Yu-Gi-Oh? That's the same for me with Ruby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Project's mom made them take out the tree right after Canadian Thanksgiving.
And for me, when it comes to
What?
Dude, the GPO4 rocks, but also I'm not finishing. Like Jeff.
see, we know.
Not gonna dignify that with the response.
and for me, when it comes to Naruto, nothing happened before Boruto. Just just read and watch Boruto. That's where it actually gets good.
Look, legit.
Just forget
Like,
Naruto ever happened and just watch Boruto like it's a brand new season, so like it's a brand new series, like it's a brand new IP.
Yes.
What's this Naruto? Nothing. But nothing.
Just like that time that, they called Naruto Baruto's dad and said he wasn't known for anything else ever.
Yeah, they do. Some people do. Oh, Naruto's dad had a show?
Hey Jerry, I got a good
Naruto's dad had a
analogy.
show.
I got a good reference for the way we feel about Elder Scrolls, Yu-Gi-Oh, Ruby, and Naruto. It ate everything, but it ate everything.
Okay, let me do. Is it bad? You know what I'm doing right now? I feel bad.
What are you doing
is it
right
bad
now?
that I'm doing this? I'm playing Shin Megami Tensei.
Yes, it is bad. Why?
Why?
How could you do this to TGF? How could you?
Which one do you think I'm playing?
Oh, the mobile game?
Yeah, the mobile game.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they're good.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
say like, no, please.
You're
I wouldn't
forgiven.
play- come
You're
on.
forgiven.
I wouldn't play that.
Besides, we're trying to save you, dude.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I'm already mad at the mobile game, even though it's a quest, even though it's a side quest thing.
What did the mobile game do now, Jared? I want to know.
It did a thing where you could have angels, and it was like, oh my god, is this actually being respectful to people's religion? Then after it ends,
Nope.
Yep.
oh my god, never mind.
You did your wish
Or
just.
it went back to being Shin Megami Tensei, where it's like,
Yep.
haha,
Yeah, your wish got dashed.
Isn't religion wacky?
you Christians are crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh boy, this again.
Yep.
Lord,
Well,
dude,
that was Eve, right?
dude. I said, no, you were foolish for expecting respect. Yeah, exactly. I was. They're gonna be respect. Like, even Assassin's Creed and games like that tackle religious matter, they always say in the beginning, we're not trying to actually be crude or nothing like that, right?
Right.
Even if it's a game that, like Assassin's Creed, where it's like, oh, we're saying something against religion, but at the beginning they say, we're not actually saying you're bad if you follow whatever religion it is, right?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
But Shin Megami Tensei is just straight up like, ha ha ha, you fool. or basically like
I'm
you know,
kind of
geez.
perturbed by these eyeball lily pads and pools of blood right now. What are we playing? Shin Megami
Speaking of-
Tensei right
Speaking
now?
of, exactly. I'm looking. Speaking of,
So what you're saying is it's a good thing that Grandia one's the only one I like. Okay, good. Good.
said, wait till you get to my level where you're expecting it to be as raw and dank as possible.
So like we just said about those 4 other IPs, do we need to start, this technology in Grandia 2 and 3 ever existing? And just say, Grandia, that only Grandia game, Grandia 1 was good. Too bad there wasn't a true sequel.
I think this is still good. It's just a random, weird level.
Yeah, it's just a
Right.
random place.
A random level where you're in hell for no reason.
But still, it's like, it may be random, but it's like, why is it there again?
That's it. It's random. You're right. This is a, I don't know what you say, like a flaw. But then again,
It's something. It's something. Oh, wait, it's Japan. Never mind.
And this was made by the same people who made the Lunar series, by the way.
which is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And still, we have
God.
not... I mean, if Grandia 3 was able to happen, why couldn't we get a Lunar 3? Oh, wait, that's right. Remember a game called Dragon Song?
Oh, I try to forget that.
Metal, you read that, because I can't.
What did he type now?
Oh, God, Lucifer
I'm
did nothing
obligated-
wrong like Griffith.
I can't. I can't read that.
I hate to say that. I expected
Griffin
Wheels
did
typing that.
nothing
I
wrong.
thought
Actually,
that was
it's
Wheels
Lord
typing
Doom who
that.
said that.
No.
That's why I said what he typed now. I thought it was Wheels at first. And that was Lord Doom.
Griffin, nothing wrong. Blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Actually, I believe the phrase is Griffith didn't do nothing.
Yep. Didn't do nothing
He
wrong.
didn't do nothing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he didn't do nothing wrong, all right.
Actually, go ahead and give you some illusion clothes. Ogre helmet. Oh, the movement is decreased. Okay, no thank you. Wing boot. Ooh, nice. I will go ahead and equip those wing boots.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. There are some things that I forgot to upgrade for some of my characters, equipment-wise, so...
Mm.
You ever played Project Cross Zone 2 yet?
Not yet. I still need to.
Did you beat part 1?
I haven't beat part 1 yet, but I still need to get back to that eventually.
Mm-mm.
LPH said I gotta wait until Christmas to get... Well, the new DBZ game comes out January, actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
it comes
yeah,
out
cool.
a month after Christmas.
I'm not gonna
So
lie,
you
that
still
game-
got plenty of time.
That game is really
LPH.
shaking me
Yes!
up. The dark
Oh,
side.
yes, it's like you're playing a modern take on Legacy of Goku.
Well, like Jerry, like he can attest. Like he's more of a bigger Dragon Ball fan than I. Like with you, you would buy any
Yeah.
Dragon Ball game that would come out. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
skimpish on it. This is the first Dragon Ball game in a long time that has really caught my eye.
Yeah, Kakarot. Kakarot
Like,
comes January.
And I want to clarify,
Yeah.
Fighters to me when it first debuted and it came out, it looked good, but I didn't get that urge to buy it, even though it's Arc Systems. You know what I mean? This, on the other hand,
It actually
what's-
is a real, good
See, you
fight.
get what I'm saying. Like, what's being offered, what's being shown, it really is like the first Dragon Ball game I've been really interested in a very long time.
Lord Doom said I really want to play Kakarot. I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kakarot. I mean, because it's got like it isn't just like people like the people who don't know any better are saying it's just a retelling, same story. Like no,
No, there's some
This
original
is
elements
going,
to
This is
it.
going way deep.
Yeah.
It's the same story arc, but this is way different than just a retelling. This is
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And even Toriyama said that there were some storylines that he never got to at first that he actually wants to bring about in the game.
So it's already better than Super, basically.
yes.
Yes.
And I'm not trashing on Toriyama. I'm trashing on the other
Toyotaro as me and Wheels can.
We'll just call Toyotara the Toriyama in his infancy when he hasn't been fully matured yet as a.
Like Jerry, what we were joking before we went live. I hate to say this, but watch that become a new subplot in the future for Super's manga adaptation. Watch it happen.
So, could you read the chat for me?
Of course. I was going to say that Frieza did nothing wrong, but my love of science would not allow me to make such a statement, and even unjust.
And also LPH says something above it.
He's not. LPH is not wrong. What is the last DB game that wasn't a fighting game?
That wasn't a fighting game. Probably. I would like to say Attack of the Saiyans on the DS.
Wow! Yeah,
that was a good game too.
That was holy crap! That was 2009, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I have that game, and it's a really underrated gem.
So a decade of almost nothing but fighters.
But again, I want to say fighters is way different than all those. Those were arena fighters. This is a legit.
Oh, true, but still, you
FGC.
know what I mean? No,
But then again, that's me. You know, I'm all about fighting games, obviously.
No, it's a good thing because it's true. There is a distinctive difference between an arena fighter and a legit traditional fighter. You know what I mean?
And it's a good thing that. And look, it's a good thing that DBZ Kakarot is actually looking more to shape up more to act more like a beat 'em up, which is what they were trying to do with DBZ Sagas a long time ago.
That was man, that was one of those big disappointments. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Friggin' could have been, but no, they didn't let it finish.
Nope.
Lord Duke said,
and they literally had title cards for every single level, which was completely unnecessary.
One of the games that was one of the games he lost in Katrina. I have so many old systems if that storm didn't happen.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Lord Doom.
LPA said, AKA the only game on the Xbox, and it sucked.
Yeah, the only Dragon Ball Z game on the Xbox. The OG Xbox. And I feel bad for Xbox owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there were other Dragon Ball Z games that came out.
That game was so buggy. That game could have been good. But no.
Buggy mess. Thanks, Atari.
Exactly.
No wonder you guys are not relevant anymore.
Historically. I've learned to what? Imitate.
Exactly. Yeah.
Say what?
So who's hyped for World of Diablo? I mean Diablo 4.
I was interested at first, but
I gotta see more now. I'm not. No, yeah.
I'm not interested in it being online only.
Because I understand it being an MMO, why it has to be online only. That makes sense. But I expected Diablo 4, not World of Warcraft. Not a World of Warcraft clone. You know what I mean?
Just when you thought there could have been some redemption to Blizzard, but no, it only gets worse amongst the protest controversy.
Mm-hmm. Because here's the thing. Well, thank God that 4chan leak that was posted a couple months ago turned out to be false. There was some truth to it. This is basically Blizzard's attempt at replacing Destiny. Because let's be blunt, Destiny was an MMO too.
Yep.
It was just kind of wearing the skin of FPS.
Mm-hmm. Sad thing is, this is now an MMO using the dressing of a ARPG, and it's going to suffer.
Sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hopefully we should be getting to the end of this section to where we can actually fight a boss. Because it seems like with every boss that we've come up against, that Elena has not been present, as it's only been Succubus Lady.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why. Maybe it's because they made Millennia
Lord Doom has a point,
know how to
by
be a
the way.
waifu.
Saw what he just said.
Fallout 76 was the confirmation. We live in the darkest timeline. It's all downhill from here, boys. Yep, you're not wrong.
Like, here's the real thing. Like, the AAA industry is dead.
Yep.
There's no such thing as a AAA game industry. There's only the AA and indies.
Yep.
And the sad thing is, there are a couple examples from the world that do a good job in the AAA industry, but that's what can only be said.
Mm-hmm. That's not really saying a lot. There's not really that much success in this day and age when it comes to.
I think the only successful one has been,
CD Projekt Red.
Poland, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for God's sakes, the only good game that's came out even last generation was The Witcher 3. If you want an ARPG, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. And I still have yet to play that.
Now pay me $100 a year for an infinite storage box that deletes your items or private servers that literally aren't private. Yep.
It deletes your items, and they weren't. Yeah.
And I still have the game on PC. Witcher 3 Definitive Edition.
Okay, because I was about to say I thought you had 76s. That's what we were just talking about.
No.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
And the best part is now
playing gotcha games was bad, Jeff.
Right.
The best part is now Australia is forcing them to refund people.
Yeah, I just heard about that today.
They're like, if you bought it during this time and tried to get a refund, now they legally have to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a refund.
Because
the laws in Australia are different.
So for anybody who lives amongst Australia who's watching this that are actually, open-minded people, then you guys are lucky. But for closed-minded people who say that we're idiots for selling our Wiis or Wii U's, you can just go choke on it.
And now who's the bliven idiot now?
Yeah.
For real.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
See that, like, real talk. when someone uses that type of wording, I'm not gonna say who it is, but when you use that type of wording, that just shows you just really ousted yourself to the true fanboy you are.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Like real talk. Like, the reason why we work as a group is because we do play on different platforms. They're just preferences. Like, for example, I feel like I'm more of the PC guy of this group. But yeah, I even crack on my own platform choice like you guys do with your respective choices, with Jerry being Sony, with PlayStation, and you, Kyle, with Nintendo. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We recognize its defaults, even though we like the platform we play on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because that's what's being critical. Like, you want your platform to do good. You don't want it to be stagnant and stay the same. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course, and you want them to improve over time.
Exactly. Because that's how only a platform gets better, is through, actual legit criticism. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And you know why the Switch is actually doing better than the Wii U.
I would even argue even the Wii.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Because when you look back in hindsight, and I'm not trying to say this in any negative to the late Iwata, because he did a lot of great other things as the tenure of his time as CEO.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like when we're starting to look back now at the Wii era, we can start seeing the issues that happened with Nintendo starting with that era, not with the Wii U, like most people like to proclaim. You know what I mean?
I think when you have somebody who was originally a game designer take over the role as president, that's kind of an Achilles heel right there.
Lord Doom, you have
Tried to get his wife to play 76. She said she'd attack me physically if I even brought it up again. Oh,
she's smart. She's smart.
Yeah, Lord Doom, you better do yourself a solid and just get rid of 76.
And you can see nobody's like, oh, my platform is the best, and you swine should play on it. God, I hate the attitude of so many men. Just let people enjoy games the way they want to enjoy them. I agree.
And yet I keep attracting these people, Lord Doom, as Jeff could tell you.
Oh, you mean that idiot who says, "Oh, get good"?
Yeah, that guy too.
And for people who say that certain platforms don't have games, they do have games. You're just not giving them a fair shake.
But yeah, Jeff
like you
said.
said.
Jeff said it, Lord Doom. There was a guy on Twitter who was just like, "Oh, I said, I like to play on easy and stuff because that's me. I just play." No, you're not playing right. Get good. Play on hard.
And Kyle, you're not wrong, because you know what pisses me off the most when people say that?
Mm-hmm.
They're not getting down to the actual problem. It's not the fact that said platform doesn't have any games. The real problem is that they don't have any compelling software for the audiences to buy said platform.
Right.
Hence why the Wii U did it poorly.
LPH, exactly. It don't have that game you like.
Yeah, like why the Wii U did horribly as well as the Xbox One did. You know what I mean?
Right.
It has games, just none of them that I cared about.
Exactly. Yeah. Like for me, I wouldn't call the PS4 a bomb, because it certainly wasn't. But there were some games that I did want to play. But I'm not going to buy a console that only has like 1 or 2 games I really want to play. You know what I mean?
Oh, geez, it's a Saiyan space pod in the Grandia universe. Look at that. Look how big that is.
And Penny.
I was gonna say that someone else isn't here. That's usually here, but then I remembered. I remember what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Huh?
Maybe it's for the best.
Exactly.
Oh, hey, it's that green-haired girl again. What's her name? Arya? Like Arya of
Wait,
Sorrow?
Do I want Reuniclus?
Like my new dog.
Oh, yeah, she's the girl with the third eye.
Yep.
Oh, so she's Tien Shinhan.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Oh God, that weird DBZ Kai.
Oh, okay. I really have to ask.
The name.
I really have to ask, because this is something that's been grating me for a very long time. Where's the fine line between influence and just blatant ripoff?
Good question.
Oh, that's a good question.
That's
yeah.
a very good question. But then again, her third eye is not dead center on her forehead. So.
Right, but
no.
still, you know what I mean?
Oh no, that's definitely not. That's not even Dragon Ball. That's an ancient Eastern religious thing.
Yeah, that's a
Right, but it still stands like, where's
that's
that
a
fine
common
line between...
cultural thing.
I mean,
Where's that
that's
fine line
that's like
between
people
homage
putting
and
angels-
ripoff?
Well, I mean, you can say that about anything that an angel or demons are in the game.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you're ripping off.
Oh, hey, we're going up against the boss in Lord Jabu Jabu's belly
Yeah.
from Ocarina of Time. What was that? Baradome or whatever it is, that boss.
Yeah.
and its eyes. It's got eye minions that look like Andross's eyes from Star Fox 64.
Yeah.
What, are you sounding like Flame Chocobo now?
No, I just saw something that really ticked me off.
Oh.
Well, that's what.
On one hand,
That's
it's just,
you know what?
Just,
That's expected.
just to clarify, I'm happy that Joker's doing well. I'm glad that they're going to be doing more Elseworlds movies.
When even.
You know which movie I don't want? I do not want a live-action adaptation of The Dark Knight Returns.
No.
Because apparently, from courtesy of We Got This Covered, they're considering a live-action version of that movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
God help us.
Lord Doom, and then Thor showed up.
God help us.
Like, I'll say this, if BVS never happened, I might still feel the same way, honestly. You know what I mean? Because to be blunt, before BVS ever happened, there was talks, jabbing a little bit of Zack Snyder directing a potential live-action movie. You know what I mean? Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because from what I've seen in BVS, while I did like the idea conceptually of that Batman, there were some things with that Batman that Snyder got so wrong from it being influenced by that particular book. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that Batman using guns and saying that's being influenced by Frank Miller's Batman really shows of unknowing how little he knows about that particular character. Because in the same damn book, he is holding a rifle and quoting, stating, "This is the weapon of the enemy. We do not use these," while holding a rifle.
So he's saying don't use guns.
Yeah, exactly. But this Batman is like, using machine guns built on his freaking Batmobile to mow down people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not trashing Ben Affleck's portrayal because he was the only good thing about that movie, in my personal opinion. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But what are you fighting? Is that a piranha plant?
A piranha plant with eyes. It's supposed to be Valmar's eyes, the dark god.
We're
already that far, but apparently, if you're fighting some sort of god already, and yet,
well, not technically fighting a god yet per se, but
I'm not gonna lie. You know what? And this kind of ticks me off as a DC.
So I'm wondering what the end game's gonna be if we're already like.
I know, right? Oh God, she's already down. Oh, wait! I forgot. She actually had the reviving on her, so she could revive herself. So.
Oh, so you mean resurrection?
Yes.
Lord Doom said, "Yeah, just don't use handheld guns." See, loophole.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to that particular movie, I don't like when people say that, Henry Cavill got screwed. It's like, no, he didn't. He had 3 consecutive movies playing as the Man of Steel. You know what I mean? He had Man of Steel, he had BVS, and he had Justice League. I really think the person that really got royally screwed, not only from the people involved in that film, but more specifically the audience, was Ben Affleck as Batman. Because
yeah, I would say so too. Yeah.
Remember when that movie was released?
Golly.
He got trashed for no reason. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he literally got ridiculed like 7 ways to Sunday. You know what I mean?
Man,
that triple eyeball thing.
This
Yeah.
boss is relentless.
It is. Well, actually, that's a good thing, because the last couple bosses we got were so easy that they ended quickly. You know what I mean?
I kind of wonder whether or not if this is actually a story fight, basically.
Oh,
Yep.
like
Nice
that
change.
time I kept losing to Ric Flair and was like, "What?" And I was
LPH,
like,
I agree with that. It's like, Jerry, look at the chat. That's something you and I, as comic fans, do not like. What LPH types. It's too much Batman these days.
Tons of people hated him as Batman just to hate him, IMO.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
Just like when Pattinson was announced a couple months ago. Oh, the Twilight guy?
Nope, there she goes. She's in.
It's too bad you only know him for Twilight.
She's
because
in
he's done a
Rage
better
right
job
now.
After that. I mean, seriously,
Good.
want to see a good movie that he's involved in? There's a movie called Good Time. Go watch it. Or
Power
heck,
up.
there's a movie I want to see from the same guy who directed The Witch. The name is Robert Eggers. The Lighthouse with him and Willem Dafoe. Just recently came out. I want to see it, and I heard he does a very good job in that movie.
LPA said, and I don't hate Ben as Batman.
Oh, yeah. Same how I feel about how I felt with Henry Cavill Superman. It's just the material was given. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, Jerry, I thought that was your trigger word. What I just mentioned.
That's
Why
not
aren't you
true.
freaking out?
Because why? I said lighthouses. The actual.
Yeah, but
I'm
I was
not-
just
I'm
talking
not
about called the
Pee-wee.
Lighthouse.
I know, but I'm not
Wait,
PE,
that's illegal.
where it's like, you said the word.
See, this is why we work as a group.
We work as a group if we all talked evenly. But we don't.
No, that's why we work.
With Pattinson, I'm using the same rules I always use. Just wait until it comes out, then judge it. Also, all these interviews about him talking massive about Twilight are hilarious. Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, yeah, because that really shows how much he didn't even like the movies too. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and that's the sad thing that people tend to forget, that sometimes these actors and actresses just do these jobs for a paycheck. You know what I mean?
Exactly. My uncle, my uncle. I have a story about that. My uncle had a movie come out. It's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Not a great movie.
Right.
And you know what he said?
What?
I don't like the movie either. He said that job was just a paycheck. And
Yeah.
So take it from me, from somebody who's actually related to an actor, hearing it from an actor's lips himself. Movies are just paychecks sometimes. They really are.
Oh yeah.
Like that's not just a term that actually is a thing. Like sometimes it's just like I need to.
Why does that remind me
job.
of an infamous quote of Ben Affleck's when he was being interviewed about his movie Paycheck, and he got asked, "Hey, why did you do this movie?" And he just straight up said, "Well, the reason's in the title."
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of which, funny we're talking about him because LPH stated in his Daredevil was a guilty pleasure. I agree. I don't get why people
Daredevil,
still
I like
crap on that movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
Like-
the Ben
like
Affleck
how,
movie.
like
And
how
Lord Doom said about the
Lord Doom
paycheck.
felt-
Well, you gotta eat. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like what Lord Doom just said about his rule about waiting until the movie comes out. When people like to trash on certain comic book movies, I always look at this. Was it successful as its first outing for this particular character? You know what I mean? Like movies like Daredevil, like Green Lantern, like another movie I think of highly underrated. The Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves.
Uh-huh.
I think as the first outing for those particular characters, I think they were all right. Nothing more, nothing less. But yet people like to trash it because, we expect better from these characters. You didn't even know who the heck Constantine was before the movie came out. Don't even try to throw that crap on me, okay? Real talk. Who here knew about the comic Hellblazer from Vertigo? Even when Constantine was released.
Lord Doom said, "Dude, I love that. I didn't know about it. I definitely didn't hear about that comic."
Yeah, exactly. But you see these people calling it words like, "Oh, I knew that," but it's like, no, you
Yeah,
didn't.
right.
Come on.
Just
Whatever.
Oh my God, you know, I ran into that before, where it's Daredevil, Devilman Crybaby.
Mm-hmm.
I knew all about Devilman. Like, no, you didn't. Y'all just knew about it now because it's on Netflix.
And you know what the funny thing is?
Acting like they
Bitch don't know about Devilman.
I wasn't like that when I saw the OVA because I never knew that was an already existing property when I first saw the OVA. I thought it was a brand new thing. When I told me that was a manga from the 70s, right there.
I remember to this day. Don't you remember what happened? You said you watched it, and then I just sent the video of me shaking my head.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, you never knew. And then I told him to explain it.
But
to
that's the thing. At least, unlike those people, I can admit something that I don't know. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Same here. What? Why is that so hard to just admit you weren't? That was my problem. My problem wasn't that they liked the show. It was that they didn't know that they acted like they've been there forever. When I was like, no, you haven't.
Exactly.
I recognize old fans of Devilman, and you ain't one of them, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Why you gotta lie?
See,
Exactly.
Like Lord Doom is typing right now, and I agree with his comment about Peter Stormage as the Devil was great. I freaking agree on that one. But then again, it's Peter Stormage, a damn good actor in his own right. But about Constantine, dude, I love the movie. I knew about the character, but not in depth. My knowledge was at the level of I knew the name and that he did magic. Beyond that, I knew nothing about Constantine. Before Netflix Daredevil, the best version was from the 90s Spider-Man 2-parter. I agree, LPH. He's talking about the 90s Spider-Man cartoon when they team up.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think he's talking. In fact, is he talking about the 2-parter when they did the adaptation of Secret Wars? Because I think that's what he's referring to.
I think so. Yeah.
I remember teaming up with Daredevil in the 90s cartoon. That was dope.
Mm-hmm. Another good one before their live action counterpart, Blade.
Yeah, Blade. He was on the show too.
That interpretation of Blade was good too. Before big.
With
big,
Wesley
big
Snipes.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the infamous, had to CGI his eyes open because he refused to open them.
Oh, don't get me started on that. But it's funny we're talking about Blade because I'm not gonna lie. You know how many people like to say Blade 2 is a great movie because of its association with Guillermo del Toro? I want to throw it out there as a note. I like del Toro's work, but here's the truth. He is one of those directors that can do both good work and man work. He has never made a bad movie, I'll admit that. But he is one of those directors that have a lot of movies knocked out of the park. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, Lady in the Water. I thought it was a good movie, but I didn't think it was, the defining, changing, event that a lot of people were giving the movie a couple years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or Blade 2. I'm one of those rare people that don't like Blade 2. I still prefer Blade 1 over 2. Because I think my problem with Blade 2, I feel like it's in the line of it doesn't know what it wants to be. You know what I mean? Like for me, Blade 2 doesn't know if it wants to be over the top or it wants to be grounded. Where Blade 1 had that balancing act going well. Blade 3 on the other hand, we're not going to talk about Blade 3.
Let's not.
Oh, you mean the one with Triple H?
Yep.
Ugh, don't get me started that crap.
You mean the one where they horribly did an adaptation of Tomb of Dracula? Yeah.
You remember that horror movie that WWE put out that actually starred Kane?
Yeah.
You know Evil?
You know Evil.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is there's actually
A sequel and it's better.
yes. Yeah, there's actually a sequel. Yeah.
You know Evil too. Yeah, it
I
actually
never even
is.
knew that until friggin' Brian Zane did a video on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what?
Funny thing is, I found out for one of our guys, the horror guru, that there was a sequel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so all the tendrils are taken care of. Now I just need to take care of this nut
Boy,
job.
this is one of those classic RPG battles where it's like, man,
Oh,
we
yeah.
want you to work for it. We want
Yeah.
you to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, gee whiz.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you're gonna work for that cheddar.
Yeah, I am going to work for that cheddar, all right. Because if you ask me, this boss fight has just been nothing but bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like difficulty when it's done right, but when
Right,
artificial
yeah, yeah.
difficulty exists, I'm
Artificial
sorry, that's
spike
crossing
here.
the line.
Yeah, this is one of those random spikes.
But like the sad thing is, artificial difficulty sounds like a great idea on paper, and the sad thing is, it rarely works on an execution. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm gonna use Thor right now.
Because I think the only time I could argue that it worked was with the recent Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh, yeah.
God, I forgot to auto.
Ooh.
This is what we call grinding. While you're watching, I'm grinding too, but I don't have to actually do anything. I just set it to auto, and it just keeps grinding.
I'm grinding. I'm grinding my teeth, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, you too suffer from bruxism.
Jerry, good one. I'm proud of you.
Oh man, now I can't use Thor again.
Oh.
God, that sucks.
Are you still playing SMT?
Well, kind of. I mean,
Kinda.
I am, but like it's on auto mode. But I forgot to set it to continuous auto mode where it could just keep replaying the thing so I can level up without having to do anything.
Uh-huh.
'Cause that's the mobile way. Lord Doom, I still am.
Oh, now we're seeing an eyeball. What is this? Full Metal Alchemist?
Dang, the way you type in, Jeff, sounds like you type in like angry.
He's
Sounds
racing.
like
No, I'm just typing one thing: boycott Blizzard.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
That's why it sounds like I'm typing angry.
oh, okay. That
So
actually
you
makes sense.
weren't wrong. You weren't wrong,
Yeah,
Jerry.
exactly.
Understand.
That actually makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Okay, now I have auto on. Now I just set it and forget it. Oh, you did! Oh!
I got possessed Leona and KOF yesterday. Oh, dang!
You know how many times I tried to get her, Jeff?
How many times?
3. And
Yeah.
each time I got somebody else, even though, and I've been grinding like crazy to get the 10 summons. You have to pay like $20 to get 10 summon or something like that. 10. I did it all through grinding. I got like one more chance to do it, and I hope I get her this time.
All right, I
Yeah.
got the boss.
All right. Darn artificial spikes. That means, speaking of grinding, I guess it's gonna force you to grind.
Yeah.
He said I wanted Iori so bad. I know Iori's really good, because I played him when you play the time attack. They give you random characters, and I got Iori, and I'm like, whoa.
Do you want to know? Do you guys want to know why I was typing so angrily?
Why?
Which said, same man. No money spent on the game here either. Which
PC
means it's a good mobile game. You don't have to spend money.
PC Gamer. Despite apologizing yesterday for how they handled the Hong Kong controversy, Blizzard still won't repeal the punishments for banned players.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm still mad. Like, no, you guys don't get...
Because it means nothing.
Me and you are Homer, where everyone else is just giving Mo money, which is...
Right, yeah.
You're
I think
Homer.
I'm
You just lost yourself.
yeah.
What? You
So-
just lost yourself a customer.
So what you're saying, it's the staffing is like you and I are the only one that have standards, huh?
Yeah.
You and I are the only one that apparently has principles in this industry these days, huh?
It's about the principle thing.
And what we're saying is, screw communism.
China
Russia.
and Russia.
And North Korea.
Russia.
Cuba.
Cuba. Well, actually, to be fair, like ever since Fidel's passing, are they slowly becoming a democracy, or are they still?
I gotta look that up.
Because I'm actually curious.
Yeah, me too.
Because I know they're starting to slowly open borders.
Lord Doom said it straight up. That's true. An apology without some action attached might as well be nothing. Why even apologize then?
Oh no! Wait. You know what? You know what really ticked me off even more while he's making that apology? You cannot tell me he thought of putting that LGBT pin on his outfit before as a precautionary.
Exactly.
Thing, right?
Like, look at.
Like, I'm not trashing it. Like,
no. I know what you mean. Though.
I'm conflicted because on one hand, I appreciate companies doing that, but at the same time,
He's
they're
not
just doing
doing
that for
it
face value, like
exactly.
you're saying. I mean,
Exactly.
but like my biggest issue, I don't care that Tracer nor Soldier 76 are part of the LGBT and Overwatch's lore. Let me phrase that: lack thereof lore, but still they are designated that the game.
Lore.
That said,
Exactly.
if I expect those two to be designated as gay in the game itself, here in the United States, I expect the same to be applied to both the Chinese and Russian versions of the game, not the opposite of them being straight.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what that tells me as a consumer, Blizzard? That this whole thing about, supporting LGBT means nothing but just for revenue. Like, to be honest.
That's exactly what it is. That's why he put the pin. He's doing that not to say, I like you. He's saying, I want your money.
Yeah.
Like
we need a money.
Simpson said it best. Homer, I need that gay money.
So what you're saying, that's Activision Blizzard, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody should make a meme with that, with Homer saying that I need it.
Somebody should! And replace the face, like, you know, be best? Replacing Homer's face with Bobby Kotick's face.
Yeah, exactly.
And adding devil horns on Bobby Kotick's head. Because if you want to see the real devil,
the real Diablo.
It ain't Griffith, it's Bobby Kotick. But what about Griffith did? Yeah, he did something bad, but you know what? That's a work of fiction. We're talking about non-fiction things. Like, let's fire 8% of our workforce. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, it is bad because that's 800 employees still out of a job. Oh, but it's fine. Look, we get Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2. Yay!
Or be like WWE, lie and move on.
Oh, so you're saying the McMahon way.
And Lord Doom said, he gets what we're talking about. Are they doing this because they actually support LGBT, or are they, in the words of Pat, using the Overwatch crew as moral cash-in chips?
Yes!
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, I may have cracked on Rooster Teeth here and there, but, they're one of those rare companies that, unlike Activision Blizzard, I don't feel that way towards them. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping by the end of me finally checking on my game while I'm just sitting there letting it run in the background for all this time, I better be overpowered at this.
I know, right?
I better be like.
I agree. You better.
At this point, for letting it run.
You
this
better. You're not wrong. You are definitely not wrong, Jer.
Remember that time where Mula and even me was called
Oh yeah, that time where you were called an SJW when you were doing the right thing.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you an SJW, like me being called an SJW. Yeah. Trust me, we know people that are rightfully stereotypical SJWs. We are not that. You know how we were talking about earlier about fine lines? The same is applied to that too.
So they're back in normal town, I see.
Yep, and Millennia's gone for now, and Elena's back.
And they're never going to mention that segment ever again.
Yeah. Yes, they're not. Where it looked like Shin Megami Tensei, but with eyes all around, and hell amongst us.
See, I'm all for random, but at least there needs to be some acknowledgement sometimes. Like, hey, what about that time we were in Hellland for that moment?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're not going to mention that? Okay.
I guess. All right.
Yeah, it's not there. It never existed in the first place. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Nothing ever happened after Volume 7.
Oh, yeah.
Ever.
Nothing happened.
And if you said that something did happen, then you're crazy.
Yeah.
Come on, motorcycle guys. Why you always do this to this?
Because it's Springfield.
That's Springfield in a nutshell. Everybody.
Yeah. Oh,
and yes, man. And yes, even though we're natives, we too hate our place of origin.
Even my dog agrees.
But gee, Jerry, we shouldn't hate it because look at that casino we got.
Yeah.
The casino that has done nothing for revenue.
And
they want you to come join their motorcycle club.
Yeah, exactly.
Come work for us. Well, it'll be a great place to work. Yeah, right. Why haven't you even hired me yet?
That's a very good question.
Like how nothing hires Jerry for some odd reason.
That's a good question.
I know, right?
So anyways.
Which I'm hoping Monday they do hire me.
Right.
And the thing is, and then I got to figure out a schedule, but that's after, right? Mm-hmm. First I get the job, then I figure out a schedule to be online. That's if again, because like I said, I don't have a car, and around here, how dare you not have a car?
I know, right?
Like,
thank you, jerk. Have a car? Thank you, jerk. Jerk, whatever your name is, who says that he claims to be a psychiatrist or a counselor.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right, so got that. Let's give some good grindage to at least one of the abilities if we can. Oh, you don't even have your fourth one yet, so go ahead and give you that. What does intense light reduces enemy to dust? Oh, okay. Why Apocalypse? I'm just looking at the names of the abilities here.
See it? Impact Bomb, Nightmare Ball.
Yeah, the snowball fight is actually pretty funny. You saw me use that against the boss I was just going up against. It's basically Rowan throws a small snowball, but then it expands into a much bigger one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Impact Bomb, they're like the equivalent to hammers in the Tales games.
Yeah.
Or the POW hammer is what they're called. Dude, I literally thought I'd miss the end of the stream due to dinner. Came back sooner than expected. Oh, cool.
Let's go, man.
It's not cool. No, just kidding.
That's no good.
That's no good.
I mean, if Jaleel White says it, it must be true.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only good Sonic in animation, anyways.
I just remember, that's where the Sips is. He comes out every Friday night, like Urkel. He has a sweet heavenly voice, like Urkel.
Like Urkel.
Like Urkel.
Did I do that? Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Urkel. Yes, you did. And I watched all 9 seasons last year, believe it or not. How odd is that I did something like that?
Still,
Or would you?
I'd probably watch it again if I had the time, but now's
Again,
not
why
the time.
wouldn't you?
Or why wouldn't I? Of course. It's a great show. Okay, so everything got silent all of a sudden.
no, because Wheels had to say Scoob, so I'm gonna have to do this because
Oh,
I
no.
This is
What
good.
did he do?
You know dinner's important. It's the only thing to get Metal to talk. So you're telling him to get off his chair and go get a cheeseburger like that guy who commented during our Final Fantasy VIII Remastered reaction.
Well, as long as I can get the crack.
As long as he can get the crack, and Sephiroth is a bitch, right?
Yep.
Thanks, Gabo.
Well, I don't know. I said it live, so before.
Yeah,
Yeah, but still, like, I was just asking, you know what I mean?
No, that's PG.
Okay. No, just want to know. Just want to know. Like our motto, we just want to know. And yes, that's our official motto. We just want to know.
it should be like anybody's motto, essentially.
Yeah.
Should be.
Too bad Blizzard
Too
doesn't
many
know that,
people
right?
don't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Blizzard.
that's the sad part. Like your coworkers at work, you just want to know some things that you're not even sure of, but nope, they do jack and squat.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you guys think that the biggest game for 2020 is going to be?
Oh boy.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk, but it's hard to
Cyberpunk's
say.
looking like a good contender, but
It is because it's hard to say because we don't know.
If
We
it's
don't
coming
know.
out that year, yeah.
Know that, but we don't know what's really coming out for 2020.
Wheel says Jeff's motto is "Do it." Don't you mean Shia LaBeouf, or are you saying that he is Shia LaBeouf?
No, it's that whenever I say something and just says do it, and for some reason it always demotivates me instead of
Yeah.
making me want to do it.
Yeah, but here's a joke on Wheels. I'm catching on.
Okay, so we got about 20 minutes left for this stream, so we're gonna continue where we left off.
Oh wow.
But I'd say we're making some good progress in terms of like levels and
Oh, that's what I'm
such.
saying. Oh, that's why I said, oh wow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, how many discs do Grandia 2 have?
I think
Or
it
the
had
Dreamcast
2.
works?
It has
Okay,
2.
so we're still on disc 1, obviously. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know when we'll switch to disc 2. I guess by the time after we complete going to that cathedral, which we're supposed to drop Elena off to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like some games where they switch to a different disc, especially during the PS1 and Dreamcast era. It's like they're very weird expectancies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's weird way. Like, I wouldn't expect this to be the cutoff point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Now Shenmue did it right. Disc 1 and Disc 2 was literally when you finally get to use the bus stop. It's like, oh, I get it. You know, the world opened up.
Did I just see Rowan use instant transmission or whatnot just to get to his opponent to attack him?
Yeah.
That's what video games do.
Yeah.
But then again, this is anime, so I guess it's not that too far-fetched.
Yeah. Still, sometimes video game and anime logic are one and the same.
So let's see here. I stopped grinding.
So if you're grinding, does that mean you're playing Dragon Quest? Because that game's a grind fest, or that franchise.
Mm.
God, they're using Giga Spread like crazy, and they're just halting my progress with trying to get attacks on these guys.
Yeah.
That jerks.
Right.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's not gonna do jack and squat. Just to. Oh, actually, it might. Well, let's see. As long as they don't attack or try to use an event. Okay, here we go. Let's see what that White Apocalypse does. Since it's supposed to be Elena's strongest...
Yeah, let's see it. White Apocalypse.
Oh god, that almost looked like
Okay.
a Rasengan. Now it's switched into a Hypernova beam.
Worldwide one. Okay, no wonder it's called Apocalypse. That's DBZ level.
Yeah.
And yet those things just like... Okay, there we go. About to say, if they didn't die, that'd be retarded.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I still can't believe that Jennifer Hale actually voices the main heroine in this game.
Right?
So unprecedented, I guess you could easily say, or...
I could.
Well, I mean, it's voice casting for these type of people was very different because even though they were in the union, they were very lenient on voicing things, but now they're very, very stingy about certain works.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you never thought that Jennifer Hale would be the voice of female Commander Shepard.
That's true.
And we're not talking about Sarah Ryder from Andromeda, which we don't ever talk about.
Oh, you mean Miss Crabwalk?
Either Miss Crabwalk or Miss Crapserpants.
That's the reference, Kyle. Good job.
Yeah, okay. Don't need to get hot about it.
See, this is why we work as a group, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Jared, that's a good question. Would that be considered tagging right there? What we just did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we're just antagonizing each other, but it's in the kind-hearted and buddy type of way.
No.
It's tagging. Tagging.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a writing
tagging.
thing.
Oh, tagging. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a writing thing about writing and stuff.
It's in the same as like, you know, like how we kind of escalated. Well, the point is like that's escalation and right.
Oh my god! I had a bunch of these. Are you serious?
Hmm?
Uh-oh.
Oh, are you serious?
Hmm?
I'm over here grinding, but like wondering why I'm not powering up that much. Apparently, I had a bunch of these items that when before your grind, you're supposed to use that item, so it boosts your experience by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I bought one. I had a bunch of these already. I wasted gems.
Jeez.
I didn't know there. I'm wondering. Oh! Kill me.
Jerry, that was a perfect way of showing, defeat. Good job.
Okay, now I can set it and forget it.
Okay.
Millennia is but a child, yet unacquainted with the world. Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
In the words of Hanzo from Samurai Warriors, what a blunder.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, that makes it easier to level up than other games, because other games, you want to level up, good luck. You better use the crew, even though you have a rare character.
Mm-hmm.
Fate Grand Order comes to mind. That one, you have to level up by always using an That one, you in Fate Grand Order, you don't level up after fighting. You only level up in the level up thing by sacrificing other characters or level up cards.
Right.
No other RPG I know does that, where you don't gain any experience from the actual combat. What?
Huh.
Right, Double R?
Oh, yeah. I've noticed it.
That is true.
What RPG does that, where you can't level up by actually playing the game?
Where you can't level up by actually playing the game?
Yeah.
I would say probably Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles: The Crystal Bearers. You don't level up in that game at all. It's like you're playing a Legend of Zelda type of game.
But that means there's no levels to be had either, right?
Right.
But I'm talking about a game where it's like this, exactly like this, yet you can't there's levels to be had, but you can't level up by doing any combat at all. It's only by a special menu.
Oh, by a special menu. Okay. Like specific actions and that kind of stuff.
You don't gain any experience from combat at all.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, geez, that. You know, I know what you're talking about, and it makes me think of a game where it actually made that happen, but I can't even think of it off the top of my head, to be honest.
Because Lord Doom plays Fate Grand Order 2, and he goes, yeah, the level up system in Grand Order screwed me up for a while. Exactly! Me too, when I kept playing it, I'm like, how come I'm not getting stronger? Oh, you have to go to a special menu and use other heroes that you get from the welfare summon. Or the friend point summon, if you want to call it that. But I'm on welfare, so it's it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I do know exactly what you're talking about, though, Jerry.
Yeah.
And that is very. I mean, I would say that's somewhat of a steep learning curve if if those type of mechanics actually
for a mobile
happen.
game of all things.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Like every other mobile game, it's hard to level up, but you still gain levels from the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
So Metal didn't poop himself.
Thankfully.
Wheels. That's what Wheels said.
Oh, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, Jerry, I think there is actually one game that's like that, and that would be Dark Cloud.
Oh, I remember Dark Cloud. Yeah.
The only way you can actually level up your character is if you feed them the right type of bread and actually grind their own weapons. But other than that, they can't level up themselves.
Actually, that's kind of sad. You know why, guys?
Why?
Too bad Sony doesn't remember that game.
So Metal didn't.
Lord Doom said Raiko is still Bay. Yeah, Raiko, who is one of the ones we were talking about yesterday. Remember, where Fate Grand Order turns dudes into chicks. Because Raiko, the actual Raiko, is supposed to be a dude.
Where did you hear?
They made Raiko into a MILF all of a sudden.
Where did you hear me say someone pooped themselves? What?
That's a good question, because I saw.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
He heard Kyle say someone pooped himself.
Well, you know, Wheels likes to hear things from time to time.
Oh, lordy. Yeah. But then again, I guess you can say that quote-unquote Piccolo pooping bottles is amongst us right now.
Yeah. It's now become lore. Good job, Kyle.
Yep. And you even brought up what that represents. And it's the C word, but I'm not going to say it live because I don't want to offend people.
Or Twitch banners.
You learned from June. Congratulations, Kyle. You learned from June.
Kyle was ranting about someone.
Oh, we were talking about Fate Grand Order.
Oh!
Yeah. That's you.
We were talking about experience level ups. I don't know.
I see.
I guess he heard you somewhere say that about poop.
Oh, no. I said the in Dark Cloud, the first Dark Cloud, in order for them to raise their hit points, you have to feed them the correct type of food. I think that's where he might have mistaken for me saying poop. Yeah.
It's possible, dude.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Again, it's funny you bring that series up because...
So that's funny. That's the only game you can think of that does this weird thing, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That I can think of off the top of my head.
Besides Grand Order, which I don't...
Mm-hmm.
It's sad that no one besides us remembers what Dark Cloud is.
But the only thing that you can actually level up in that game is your weapons. But the thing is
was
that...
there an anime for Dark Cloud?
No. And I'm really appalled that there's not.
I know, right?
Because it definitely seems... I mean, there's a lot of things that seem like they're really good for anime adaptations, like Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Right? Toriyama himself on it. Like, how...
Mm-hmm.
Obvious. Like, that one should... remember, PS2 RPG starter pack back when it first came out. Dark Cloud 2, and remember,
it was Rogue Galaxy.
No, but you know what had an anime adaptation?
Yeah.
The must-hit for Xbox 360, Blue Dragon!
Oh, yeah. Yes. That was actually pretty underrated, Blue Dragon.
It was good, but you know which game was better, even for that platform? Lost Odyssey.
Oh, yeah, Lost Odyssey. We can all agree to that.
Yeah, but
But,
Doesn't take away that Blue
but still,
Dragon.
it does not have
Oh,
a
yeah.
PC. It still does not have a PC port to this day, and I don't know why.
It never will.
Thanks, Phil Spencer.
You know it does, right?
Hmm?
It does have a PC version.
Well, it does, but we're not gonna.
You got it.
We're not gonna mention it for obvious reasons.
Methods.
Yeah, there are ways where it just actually help.
And
You know, just go to the
Wheels,
website, type in Lost Odyssey PC, and you'll get it.
Wheels, I think the one that you're referring to as ranting was Jeff when he said that, Dark Cloud is something that Sony does not even acknowledge anymore. I think
Lord Doom said Lost Odyssey gave him trouble at first since he loves to grind.
Yeah, that was a really grindy RPG. Great game, but it knew how to grind.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, there's another game for PS2 back in the day. I don't think it was an RPG. I think it was a platformer, but it came out around that same era. When PS2 first came out.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
What was it called? Onikage.
Oh yeah, that one.
Remember that?
Onikage.
The shadow thing.
Oh,
Yes,
you mean
Shadow
Okage, Shadow King.
Shadow King, yeah.
Okage.
Yeah, Shadow
I
King.
had the need to that.
It had that weird, like, cell shaded-esque art style. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, now that was a sleeper hit right there.
It was.
Remember that other game? It was an RPG, PS2, but in the middle it was Shadow Heart.
Yes, Shadow Hearts. Yes, Shadow Hearts.
Yeah.
I especially love Shadow Heart. Its sequel, Shadow Hearts Covenant. Oh,
That's how I got into the series was for Covenant, not even from the original game.
that is definitely one of my favorite PS2 JRPGs right there.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of the PlayStation 5, I know it's the worst, best kept secret, but real talk, hearing that's going to have backwards compatibility with all of the PlayStation platforms of its past from 1 to 4, that is a very smart move on Sony's end.
Lord Doom said he still listens to the Okage OST.
That's it. Yeah, because that's a good OST.
Yeah, I remember Okage Shadow King being very tongue-in-cheek with its delivery.
Remember, it came out on PS4 through the classic PS2 thing. I forgot.
Yeah.
That Warrior game.
The War.
Something like
The word?
Oh, are you Kree?
that. Yeah, Kree.
Yeah, that game that Sony published for the PS2.
Yeah, I like that
one.
too.
Yeah.
Kree, the Mark of the Warrior.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the one that was done by Bottle Rocket, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That one I liked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know the people who were originally supposed to work on Splatterhouse for PS3 and 360?
Oh, no, you forgot the best one. Remember, we almost got a Flash game from them, but they had to cancel it because they were going under?
Man.
Well, that was Brash Entertainment that was going under.
No, both them and Bottle Rocket because of what happened
okay.
in Splatterhouse.
I see.
LPA should get the PS5 just to play some old PS2 games and Lord Doom.
Mate, exactly, that's what I'm doing.
Yep.
And they'll be upscaled to 1080p.
Yeah,
They better be.
they should.
And they
I
better...
really expect them to be at least 1080p at this.
But one of the things I actually did like about the PS2 games that came through the PS4 was that some of them actually had like enhanced effects like frame rate and like visuals and that kind of stuff for their re-releases on the PS4. Yeah, it just made them actually look better. It's like they ran slow on their native console that they played on, but they just actually ran better on a more powerful system.
Yeah.
Hey, Metal. It's just read what Lord Doom said, because that's a reference to Berserk right there.
I think so. Uh-oh.
Oh, summon up the power of God Hand. Oh God, I need to get back to playing God Hand. Even though it's really hard around the edges, but I'd still say it's a fun game.
Yeah, God Hand's good.
Yeah.
wacky game too.
Oh yeah, it's very, very tongue in cheek. But hey, that's the type of humor that or that's the type of aesthetic that pre-platinum goes for.
Hey, Jerry, your streams, your respective solo streams on Tuesday and Fridays.
Yeah.
They're both at 4, right?
Yes, 4.
Okay, because I'm doing some stuff in the chat right now because we're about to wrap up soon.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize. Wow.
Thanks, man.
Didn't even realize. Huh.
Let's get some lightning and zap them through Oblivion. I wish we could zap them into the game Oblivion, and that would actually be a really fun segue from this game into that, but...
Nice. What happened?
But unfortunately, we can't because of a guy who says that, hey, it just works when it actually doesn't, when they're becoming very, very obsolete in this day and age.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they already did. Even a couple of years ago with the original New Vegas, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hopefully we should be getting close to a save point to where we can actually
Yeah.
wrap up.
I feel you. How much
Hey,
stamina do I have? Oh, I see.
Just out of curiosity, your Twitch streams, the solo ones,
Uh-huh.
what's your schedule?
Well, since I've been having to work on weekends, it's kind of impromptu at this time.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it was originally Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during the night times, but,
I'll just do weekends.
Okay.
Weekends at what time do you usually go live on Twitch, dude?
On... Right now it's going to be, I would say 7 to 9. Which is 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. your time.
Oh, LPH, yes! True Crime Streets of LA. I love that game so much.
Yeah.
For a GTA clone, it wasn't too bad.
Nick Cage and Ice Cube was in the soundtrack. Man, that was great. And Metal, Riva Lord Doom said it's funny.
I am.
We stay here tonight, people. Oh wow, looks like we got ourselves another. We got ourselves another camp scene. So we're back at band camp.
But I think that means a save should be soon.
Yeah, a save should be coming up pretty soon.
Dragon kick your butt to the Milky Way. Apocalypse beatdowns with the God Hand. That game took some wacky turns at certain points. I said that.
That's nice. That's a nice way of saying sure.
Haha, that's wacky. Hey, did you know the earliest English word? They don't know what it means. I was looking this up on history, on like YouTube history historians, and reading it up. So Lord Doom, I'm gonna type in the chat the earliest English word that's been found, and nobody knows what it means yet. They know what the rest of it is like. Mead, which means reward your family, but they have no idea what this word means. And historians are still trying to figure it out. That's the first English word.
Damn.
I'm not even kidding. Look at that word.
Gecko gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the first word in English, but they don't know what it means. Or the
Wow.
earliest they found.
Dang. So that should be like the first wonder of the world right there. That word. Like the prime wonder of the world.
Some people are wondering if it means she-wolf, or if it means howl, or if it's like just a magic word.
Right.
Lord Doom just said weird.
Hey, Metal, your Twitter is Visible Ninja Zero, right?
That is correct.
Metal, what time do you stream?
I stream at 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, our little show called Ninja Talks Live. We talk about the Gundam series, about the tokusatsu genre, other fun stuff. So check us out.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow me on youtube.com/doublerpgreviews, and you can follow me through social media at facebook.com/doublerpgreviews, as well as twitter.com/doublerpgreviews. I am going to be live streaming in about an hour or so.
Boom. None of us even have to write. Yeah, Jeff did all the work there.
Yeah, it's not easier for us.
And I guess, Jeff, why don't you say what you do?
Since our socials are already there, you can click and follow us via that. However, I will say it's the easiest way to get in contact with us is for our Discord, provided the link provided either at the bottom of the video player below or in the chat box directly via the link I provided. However, as it states in the chat, I do go live, starting to go live this month on Wednesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. EST over at mixer.com/16bigjeff. So look forward to that. I do have a game plan to be at the middle of this month that's coming out soon, so look forward to that. That's it for me. Oh yeah, like it says on their social media, 60-minute on Twitch. Twitter. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
And yeah, I am. He put our social media there. Dragon Ball Show Me the Work episode 2, which is finally on YouTube.
There it is.
Which I provided a link there too, so people can
Yeah,
watch.
I know. That's why I'm like, hey, wow, good. Even I forgot.
Good timing. We got ourselves a save point.
Oh, boom! Dragon Ball Show Me the Work also on iTunes and Spotify. Me and Wheelchair 21 and sometimes Alex. We talk about Dragon Ball. My Twitter's right there at Fighter Cows. Same thing with all my social media. Fighter Cows, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that.
Yep.
Except with YouTube, you have to search for me, Fighter Cows, because the URL got glopped. Because
it also matches the analytics are crap too, dude. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
How bad the analytics itself on YouTube is as well too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So you got it. Yeah, it's true. So you gotta search for Fighter Cows. But yeah, same Fighter Cows everywhere. Discord, join Discord, and yes, check my pinned tweet to find out how you can help me if you want to help me. If you, as they say in Hawaii, and I got family over there. If can, if no can, no can. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Twitter. Fighter Cows. My webcomic's coming back. And that's also on my pinned tweet and Twitter. So boom. That's the best way to help me if you have no money. Because just reading that gives me ad revenue. Same thing with my stream. Just now that we get ad revenue on Twitch, just showing up gives me money.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I make 12 cents.
For me too. And
that's it for me. Yeah.
Okay. So next week we're going to return to Grandia 2, and then after that we're going to be doing a kind of a reaction stream to AEW Full Gear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you still got to watch it yourself. We're just doing our audio on that. So
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
So we don't want to get.
We'll be watching we will be watching our ends, but we won't be showing the video for obvious reasons.
Yeah. We don't want to get in legal trouble or anything
Basically,
like that.
it's a watch along.
Exactly. Think of it like road tracks, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that ought to be a lot of fun. So until next week, this is Double RPG.
60-minute Jeff. That was Visible Ninja.
And I'm Fighter Cows.
And Jerry, take it away, my friend.
Gecko gay. No, I'm just kidding.
Gecko gay, piccolo popping bottles. Gecko gay, peace out, Gecko gay, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Take a little bit.
Gecko gay Wolfpack.
See you next week, guys.
Wolfpack, yeah.